Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my toad in the hole. It is a really comforting recipe, sort of food we all love to eat. So I'm going to start off here by making the batter. So I want to add 300 mils of milk to a bowl. This I want to add 4 eggs. And then all I need to do is whisk this together. And then I want 250 grams of plain flour. Just give this a whisk together until no lumps remain. A little salt, and I've got a teaspoon of thyme here. You can use dried or fresh, whatever you have. Just stir that in as well. So I have a nice batter here, not too thick but not too thin either. So we'll just set that aside now whilst we get on with the sausage part. So turn some heat on under a roasting tin. I'm just going to add some beef dripping. You can use any oil or fat that you want with a high smoke point, because everything's going to get very hot here. Okay, my fat has melted, so now I'm just going to add my sausages to the pan. And I don't want to cook the sausages here, it's just to give them a colour, because nobody wants to be eating pale, anemic looking sausages. My onion gravy is an easy evolution. What I do, rather than being chained to the stove for 20 to 30 minutes while this is in the oven, this is what I do as well, so it leaves me free. I simply have a couple of onions. Heat just another little bit of fat in another pan that can go into the oven, and I place my onions skin on, cut side down in the pan just to heat and caramelize a little. Just turn our sausages over again. As I said, we just want colour here. Now it's really worth using a good quality sausage here, and it is also very important to use a thick, fat, juicy sausage. Don't even bother with those skinny ones. They simply will just overcook by the time your batter has filled up. So my onions have begun to caramelize. I'm just going to turn them over. They'll cook further in the oven. And to this, I want to add 120 ml of red vermouth. This is a fantastic ingredient, as it saves me having to open a bottle of wine every time I'm making a gravy or a sauce where I require wine, and use less. Beef stock pot, and then some water from a recently boiled kettle. Not too much. Okay. So we'll pour our batter around our sausages. And this needs to go straight into a preheated 220 degree oven. And you want it there for 25 to 30 minutes until it has billowed up, puffed up, full of air, and golden brown. My onions have had their time in the oven, so we'll get on with the gravy while the toad in the hole has its last few minutes in the oven. So I just want to transfer the onions to a cutting board to cool just a little. As you can see, the juices, the beef stock and the red vermouth have reduced here, but I want to let that reduce just a little more. So while they're reducing, I just want to add a tablespoon of flour to a bowl and add a little bit of water just to make it a paste, a couple of tablespoons. Stir that together. This just prevents you getting lumps in your gravy. I'm just going to pour that into my gravy and whisk it in until it becomes thick. Now it will seem far too thick, but I will be adding a little more water to this because it is very intense at the moment, the flavours. Add a little salt. More water until you get your desired consistency. I like my gravy quite thick. I find this method just such an easy shortcut that, you know, it saves me having to be at the stove constantly stirring the onions over a low heat until they soften. And this way you also get the onions and the gravy. It's a bit of give and a bit of take. The onions release their sweet juices into the gravy, and the onions also take on the flavour of the beef stock and the red vermouth. And now I'm going to get underway with my onions, get them ready to return to the pan. So I'm just going to slip off the skins. Now, I do think it's a good idea to leave the skins on during the first stage, because this will also help darken your gravy. As soon as they're cool enough to work with, get on with that. Just going to remove these bits that I don't want in my chop these up. Okay, so we can add them into our gravy. So we can add our onions back into our gravy now that they're all finely chopped. Just give that a stir about. Just check that for seasoning. Perfect. So I'll just pour my gravy into a serving vessel. And that's that. Now, my toad should be ready at this point, so we'll get that out. You want to work fairly fast with the toad in the hole, because as it sits about, it will deflate slightly, and if we want to deflate the toad in the hole. And there we have it. The puffed up, delicious toe in the hole. So plate to lift it with. Gravy. It's so good, it's my favourite, I just love it. So guys, if you like this recipe and want to keep up to date with all my recipes, please subscribe below and turn on notifications. Thank you.